Thank you so much for watching. Lots to get to with a great panel this evening. Our unicorn friend, as always, is none other than... She gets it. Erin Molan, of course, you can hear her on Today of him.
Great
of course,
to
here
see
as well.
you.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
And also looking great in HD, none other than Matt Canavan. I'm so glad that when we had cigars, it sent Twitter into the spin that it did, my friend.
Well, mate, I got a bit crook afterwards too, so a cigar or just the flu going around?
Correct, yes.
Karma for me.
I apologise. All right, now, what about Queen Palaszczuk? Now, there is literally a monument to the arrogance of the Queensland government, which is this quarantine thing at WELLCAMP, 1,000 beds. In the months that it's been open, it's only had 600 in it, and it's got less than, 7 people in it that are right now. This was all so they could stick it to the previous federal government, and obviously, to some degree, it worked, not really with Queensland voters, but they were able to build it as, again, a monument to this rubbish. There's another one being built already near Brisbane Airport. What a waste of money.
It's a complete waste. And I think for me, the biggest issue with this whole project is the lack of transparency with it. I mean, they refused to tell anyone how much it cost. It never went to tender. How that can happen with a project as big as this, and I understand that, there were pressures, we're in the midst of a pandemic, etc. But no putting to tender is appalling. And the fact now that the opposition there is pushing toward it and that's being pushed back against is ridiculous. It's a complete waste of money. What is it? 7 people at the moment are in it. 7. And she was asked about that and said, I don't know the numbers. Oh, come on, as if you don't know the numbers.
Yeah,
seriously.
Correct. But this is the thing, there's something I could say, but I won't. Now, look, one of the energy companies has come out in the past 24 hours and made a statement that, Matt, goes right into your wheelhouse. Surprise, surprise, we need to have an energy market that has stable power, and it's time to fire up coal-fired power stations again. This is the boss of Origin, was it today?
Yeah, well, just tonight, actually, Paul, just broke then on the Australian Financial Review website that the boss of Origin, Frank Calabria, has called on governments to help increase coal-fired power output. He himself, his company, full disclosure from him, is a large owner of coal power stations, but he can't get supplies of coal, partly because of delays in coal mining approvals in New South Wales that have failed to provide a reliable supply of power to some of the power stations there. He's having to buy coal in the global market, which of course is short because of Russian coal being taken off the market and the rest of the Western world shutting down coal mines or not approving them. And so this just shows the folly. All the chickens are coming home to roost here from these crazy green, net zero, ESG, whatever label you want to put, or they're using this week on it, policies that have taken away our ability in Western countries to provide for ourselves. We're not developing our own resources. We're not keeping open, reliable power stations. And so when something like the Ukraine war happens, and suddenly we don't have access to the markets of Russia and Ukraine, we can't even provide adequate power at a reasonable price. And anyone following the electricity debate in the last few days can see what a crisis this is. We're going to lose manufacturing jobs. Your power bills are going to go up. And when they do, just thank all of these crazy politicians that have been backing these green net zero policies that have shut down our ability to power and feed ourselves in the Western world.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, we've been sold, the promise of transition. Welcome to the reality of transition right now.